Hey, I'm Charles Mussallem, and I'm here to talk to CEO Matthew Wilson.
I am Matthew Wilson, CEO and President of Elite Protective Coatings. What we are a boat and car detailing company that started in northern Michigan, brought it down to Clearwater, Florida.
All right, so Matt, I'm going to ask you some questions. So, what made you decide to really start your own company, and how did you really go about it at first?
I was in high school, and me and all my friends were trying to have a good time, and everyone strapped on money. And I wanted to be able to be independent from my parents. So I was visiting my grandpa down in Key Largo, Florida, and this entrepreneur like myself came up to his boat and was like, "Hey, let me sell you on this product." Came up, did a test patch of this polish that he imports from Germany, and I was like, "Dang, that's a good product." Told my grandpa about it, got his contact number. Ended up, long story short, we became business partners. He trained me on the product. I brought it to northern Michigan and started up there my senior year of high school.
So, what would you say was some of the hardest things that you ran into when you were first starting your company?
Well, definitely the hardest things I ran into was being a younger person, getting into an industry where I was competing with people who had been in the business for 10, 15 years, but I used my connections for my advantage to propel me and give me a reputation where I could compete with the other industry leaders.
So, obviously, being a lot younger than a lot of people that would, a whole bunch of the other CEOs that are in your field of competition, how much time and money and what other things did you do to set yourself apart from the other competition?
Well, it wasn't really the industry I was in. It wasn't really setting myself apart from them. My product, what it was a polish compared to a wax, which most other detailers used, and the perks were application once a year lasted compared to if you got your boat waxed, which you would have to have reapplied 3 times a year. Um,
Hey, so Matthew, how did you get your startup capital? Like, who first gave you the money? Was it a bank? Was it a friend? Was it family?
so actually, startup capital was very little to none, if any. My initial investment was in the tools, which was around $400 for a buffer and a polisher, and then I think I spent $400 on product, and this is when it was just me myself starting this company. Used that, built it upon.
So, being a total service company, obviously you have to market and promote your product and your service. And how do you do that? And what would you say works best for you?
All right, well, thankfully through family connections, I was able to have a website built.
What's the name of your website?
EliteProtectiveCoatings.com. And through that, I was able to market my product and service. It was more of an informative website. Through that, that's how customers contacted me. Um,
Okay, talking about legal aspects of it. Obviously, if you deal with a big boat,
yeah.
a lot of money there, someone has a lot of stuff invested. Do you have contracts? And if you do, how did you go about it with lawyers, or did you have stuff written for you?
All right, yeah, dealing with $250,000 to $1 million boats, like the owners are definitely worried about their investment, and how we took care of it is my supplier, through his insurance umbrella, gave me a insurance policy of $2 million, which covered me and my employees, which allowed us to do business in any harbor in Michigan. So,
How many employees did you have, and how did you go about who to hire, when to hire, and that whole process?
So a lot of my friends during the summer, it was a big business to do like detailing on boats, and since they were already my friends and qualified, I just poached them from other employees or employers, and then we.
Alrighty. So was it kind of just you, and then you had employees, or was there like a manager to run the employees? How did it
Yeah,
work?
so I started out first off learn the process. Started off with cars, and cars I could do solely. Once I got into doing boats, I realized after doing my first boat by myself, it took me 70 hours, and I did it in a week. I'm like, man, like I know a lot of friends who do this for a living and would love to work with their friend on this and pay them well. And so I got four of my best friends that summer, and every job we had, we all just went out, whether it be 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., just working, just talking, like bonding together, and that's how I built my company into what it was.
So did you have any like reasoning as like this is your profession that you want to be in, or was this just a complete entrepreneur move to make money while you were younger?
Well, no, it was definitely a complete like entrepreneur move, like to make money while I was younger. Like I followed Warren Buffett all my life, and after being in the industry, it's definitely really labor intensive, and I guess Warren Buffett was in the same like predicament. He saw boat detailing as super labor intensive and wanted to move into bigger things. And I see doing boat detailing as just a college job and as a means for something bigger.
So last question. What would you say is the best advice you could give to someone out there that's just starting another company?
Just do it, because it doesn't matter whether you fail or not. You will learn a lot more than you will in a class, and you will be thankful that you did.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Matthew. CEO again of EliteProtectiveCoatings.com.